Now that we've created a classroom in Google Classroom, we can now invite students to it. There's two ways to invite students. You can either check their name under the Students tab, under Invite, or you can have them joined by this class code. And that's what I'd recommend to start doing, just kind of get the students involved, and they kind of have to do something and say, hey, type this code in. You can write this code on the front of the board or something like that. So this is the code I'm going to use to join the social studies class. So I'm going to just copy this for the sake being. And I'm going to go to my Firefox here. And I'm in Classroom now. I'm not signed in to any Google account. And I'm going to sign in. Okay, so now I'm signed in, and I get the option when I first signed in as a student that it says, welcome to Classroom, and Classroom wants to communicate with your classes, yada, yada, yada. So there is a plus sign down over here that says join your first class, and you just enter that code, and you say join. So it usually takes a second, and then boom, you have joined your first official class. So it just says, hey, welcome to Classroom. You can start a tour. Next. Okay, got it. As you notice here, there is an assignment already due because the teacher assigned something. So I can see that. And I can see where, if I click on it and say yes, next, next, add files, great, next. Okay, I got it. This is where you can click on your assignment. Because as a teacher I made it as make a copy, this is now a copy in my Google Drive. So if I click that, I now have a copy made of that test document with the name on it as well. And notice up here at the top I have a turn it in button now. So when I finish this and say this is my assignment, I have completed it. Thanks. I have a turn it in button. I click that. When you turn in the assignments, you'll lose the ability to edit these files, and then you can unsubmit the assignment to edit. So if you turn it in, you can't change it, but you have to retract it before the due date to add anything. So I turn it in, and my assignment's been turned in. So now if I click on this, I actually can't edit it. It says file unavailable. So if I hit refresh, I'm like, well, I need to change it. I need to change it. I can't. It's view only because I have turned in the document. So if I go back now as a student, I can see that, and I can go to my assignment details, and it just says completed. This is this is what the teacher wrote. So now as a teacher, I'm going back in. I'm the teacher now. I can see where somebody has completed the assignment, and I can click their name and see their assignment. I can also give a grade for this assignment and say, okay, or I can say, let me check this and return it to them and say, you need to fix something. Add your title. Return assignment. Now as a student, I have the ability now to go back and edit that assignment because I had so if I hit refresh, see I have a comment now for my teacher. You need to fix something, add your title. So now I can click this. Now I have editability, and I can say social studies. project. And I can turn it back in. Turn it in. And that's it. Now, as a teacher, I go back in. And also, when this happens, the student will get an email when the teacher returns the document to. So if they're not in classroom, you can actually see it as an email that pops up. And it says your teacher has. And I'll show you that in a second. So now that I'm in as the teacher, I can see the test student has actually completed the assignment. I can now give them some points, 100 out of 100, and say return. When you return the assignment, the student will be able to edit it and return files. Will be able to comment this. So I'll just say, great job, return assignment.